Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Dream Right Go. I am DWG, so let's get it. Some of you know that I've been teaching myself how to program inside of Python. With that said, in my adventures inside of this, I've come across another programming language called Mojo. For what I've learned, Mojo is all about having the power of Python, but also the power of something like C++. The simplicity of Python with all that grrr of C++, that power, that speed. And what it comes down to is Mojo supposedly is going to be the preferred language for programming in AI. So me personally, I'm still going to go ahead and continue on learning how to program inside of Python. But at the same time, why not get my feet wet with Mojo if this is going to be one of those futuristic type of programming languages, or where the industry is going in this whole understanding of AI. Remember, I am teaching myself, so anything that I do, if you follow it, you do so at your own risk. What you see in front of you right now is the Modular website of where you can get started with Mojo. So here I am at the top of the instructions where it has installing Mojo, and we're just going to go ahead and follow it down. There is something odd that kind of happens with this, but you're going to see this in this particular video. So maybe somebody will know why it happens. Maybe you don't. I don't know. It'll be a lot of fun. Let's get going. What you see on your screen right now is that I have the file system open, and then I have the terminal open, ready to go, and we're going to copy the commands and bring it on over into my Linux Mint. What you see on your screen right now is I typed in sudo-i. It's asking for the password, of which I will give it the password and hit enter. This is going to give me root access so I don't have to type in sudo all the time. Also, when I tried this before and I did just sudo, things didn't exactly work out the way that I thought they would. But they seem to work out okay if I do this whole sudo space -i and give myself root access. I have now pasted in the first command that's coming from the Modular website to install Mojo onto this system, and this is going to be system-wide as I believe it. I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. Okay, so that command has now completed. I've typed in the command of clear. I'm going to hit enter, and as you see, that just clears off the screen so we can keep it neat. I now have pasted in the new command that came from Modular from the steps, and this one we're about to go ahead and run it and hit enter. And as you see, it has done it, the whole activate the virtual environment when it deals with Mojo. The next step is this command right here, this Modular install Mojo. Going to go ahead and hit enter on this. Okay, so that has been successful, and we have the blinking cursor right down here at the bottom. I'm going to bring up clear again, just to clear the screen so it's nice and neat. Now, I just put in this command. This is the next step, and this is to set our environment variables according to the instructions. I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. Okay, so now according to the instructions, all we have to do now is type in the word Mojo, which I have already done. And we're going to hit enter, and we should be able to be inside of the terminal command for Mojo. I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. And okay, so nice, it worked. We actually were able to do something with Mojo. So let's do this. I'm going to type in print, and then the brackets. Let me do this. We're going to do hello DWG. And now we should have to hit enter twice, and it should run this code. So let's go ahead and hit it once and twice, and boom, it did it. Awesome. Okay, so now here's the thing. When I show you why, the reason I have this open over here is you'll notice that the virtual environment doesn't show up yet. I'm going to go ahead and close this terminal down right now. And here I've opened up the terminal again. And if I type in Mojo, I'm going to hit enter. You'll see that nothing will happen. I'm going to type in the word clear to clear that off. Now pay attention to the left-hand side. I'm going to copy the commands and put them back in again, and something different is going to happen. So let's start off with the first command. Okay, you see the first command is in here. I'm going to hit enter. And now this time you'll see that this time this Mojo over to the left, this Mojo virtual environment folder has shown up, and it didn't do that the first time. I'm now going to put in the second command of modular install Mojo. I'm going to hit enter now. And now, just like before, I'm setting in the command that's supposed to set the environmental variables. And I'm going to go ahead and hit enter on that. Now let's go ahead and put in clear just to clear off the screen. And now we're going to do one more thing. I'm now typing in the word Mojo. I'm going to hit enter and it should give us the command line. I'm going to go ahead and type in print with the brackets and there and hello DWG and that there and hit enter twice and it worked. All right, so great. So now this time I'm going to go ahead and close this terminal again just to come on out of there. I'm going to open up a new terminal and this time I'm going to change directory to Mojo -venv and hit enter. It takes me directly there and now I can type in Mojo and that will bring me directly to the whole command line thing here. So I can type in print and the brackets again along with this and hello DWG and the brackets, and then we're going to type enter or press enter 2 times and again it worked. So this particular time when I did it, the whole Mojo virtual environment ended up over here where the first time I did it, it didn't show up here. So I had to do it again for that to show up in this folder section. I'm not exactly sure why that was that way. So if anybody out there does know the answer to that, feel free to put it down there in the comments. Let's go ahead and move on to the next step and create a document and see if we can run the hello DWG from that, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is right over here inside of this Mojo virtual environment folder, I'm going to double click that. I'm going to right click and then choose to create a new document, an empty document. And then I'm going to open this up and we're going to put the command inside of there. Okay, so as you see, I put the command inside of there. I'm going to go ahead and hit the file and then click on save, and this will save the document. However, hold on, I got to do that again. Let's go back and say save as, and then I'm going to change this to hello, I guess hello .mojo, hello Mojo, right? And now we're going to go ahead and save that inside of there. Let me close this now and look in there, and we should see the hello Mojo, which we did. I'm going to go ahead and delete this one right here, so that is out of there. I'm also going to close this terminal, and then I'm going to open up the terminal again, and we will do change directory to Mojo -venv. Now we are inside of there. We should be able to say, okay, we're going to say Mojo hello dot Mojo, right? And then hit enter and it should run it, and it ran it. Okay, so there we go. We ran it from a document that we created in there, the hello Mojo document, so that all went well and all the steps went well. So Mojo is installed on this particular Linux Mint computer and is working fine, at least it seems that way. The next thing I'm going to do later on in another video is bring probably visual code into this or whatnot. Please like and subscribe down there below. Remember, I am DWG. Let's get it. I'm out of here. Peace.